tonight. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here again. See, based on popular demand, we are back with Q&A so fast. I know you would say this one we're doing quick Q&A in quick successions. What's happening now? It's just based on popular demand, and I'm really excited to be here before you today. So I'd like to start as usual by thanking you for all that you do for us here at Checkpoint. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for subscribing on my YouTube channel. If you're out there, you've not subscribed on that YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, subscribe on the YouTube channel. I want to be sure, can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section, all right? Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the comment section. I'm really excited to be here with you today, and I am convinced that tonight is going to be one of those nights you are going to live to remember in a long while. Remember that at Checkpoint, we equip, we edify, and we empower you with information that makes you a better version of yourself. And you cannot afford to miss out on this information that will make you a better version of you. Remember that you are not in competition with anybody. You are not in competition with anybody. As a matter of fact, you are only in competition with the previous version of yourself. All right? So your competition was the previous version of yourself. All right? You're trying to make yourself better. You're trying to improve on yourself. And that is the ultimate goal. So let me welcome you once again to Checkpoint today. I'm really excited that you are here. Thank you for being here. All right, I'll just be mentioning a few names from the comment section that I can see, and then we'll start. Thank you so much, Eagles Cosmos Network. All right, I see you. Thank you so much, Esther Kaite Oham. I'm so glad you are here. Thank you so much, Mary C. Beauty. Thank you so much, Princess Chinwe. Glad you were able to join today. Thank you so much, Veronica Ilebu. I'm glad you are here. Thank you so much, Josh Such Official. I'm glad that you joined. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see some comments. Such Official said, it's another wonderful evening at Checkpoint. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mary C. Beauty, you're lifted, Mom. You're lifted, sweetheart. I'm glad you are here. All right. I'm so glad everyone can hear me, and let's begin. Now you know how we roll on our Q&A session. We ask your questions, and I give you the answers, and we all get the better for it. So please, let's go ahead and begin to ask our questions. The first question, I think, is one of the questions that motivated me to come back for a Q&A session today, and that's where I'm going to be starting from. And the question is on the basis of character assassination. Character assassination. You might ask yourself, what is character assassination? Character assassination is the deliberate, malicious, unjustified, and sustained effort to damage the reputation or the credibility of another person. Let me take that again. Character assassination is the deliberate, malicious, unjustified, and sustained effort to damage the reputation and credibility of another person. You might ask yourself, why on earth would somebody want to deliberately, intentionally, have a sustained effort at damaging the credibility or reputation of another person? Honestly, I may not have the answer to that question. I don't know what it is in the heart of a person that want to destroy another person. And that's what we call character assassination. It's usually the slandering of a person with the intention of destroying the public confidence that people have in that person. In fact, I would also say that character assassination is a lowering of your standard in order to rubbish or ruin another person's character before others. In the past week, I've seen people go through a lot because of character assassination, People just stand up and they say whatsoever they want to say about a person who is practically innocent. Now, let me tell you one thing. People are mean. The world we are in. In fact, Ask yourself, what is it that made God to sit back and say, the human being I created, I'm not happy about it. In fact, I am not glad I created this set of human beings. Why did God say that? Because of the level of evil in the hearts of people. When you go through, there's things you go through, you see the level of wickedness in the heart of people. And sometimes when they say bad things about you, never forget this. Don't forget what I'm about to say. When they say terrible things about you, remember, it is not only about you. These people, out of the abundance of the evil in their hearts, are speaking. So when they say terrible things about you, remember, it's not just about you. Remember, it is out of the abundance of their heart. As a matter of fact, the way somebody talks about another person reveals who the person is. Let me say that again. Now, if you're online and you can hear me and you understand what I'm saying, please just keep putting the comments, put the things that matter to you, put the information that you got on the platform. I just defined what character assassination is. Anyhow you understand it, just type it for me in the comment section so that I can come back and read. I see you, Sister Floxy. I'm really glad you are there. I see you, Sister Chidingozi Ibebu. I'm glad you are here. Let's join up, people. So sometimes when you see people and they begin to talk terribly about somebody, you ask yourself, if you destroy this person, are you going to live this person's life? If you destroy this person, are you going to try another person? Why would you want to do that to somebody else? It's a function of who they are. When somebody is evil, even the Bible tells us that out of the evil in the man's heart, it proceeded. Do you understand? Evil proceeds out of the abundance of the heart. It proceeds. When people begin to talk back at you, talk bad about you, say things that you did not even do just to destroy your credibility, something is wrong somewhere. Don't begin to look at yourself as a bad person. Remember, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth flows. The mouth begins to speak. So these people are bad, they are not good, they are not okay, they are not happy with themselves. So these days I've learned to, when people begin to gang up with others to hate me, or they gang up with others to ridicule me, or they gang up with others to even say things I did not do, I just tell myself, it's not about me. Sometimes people are intimidated by your potential. Sometimes people cannot stand the sight of your achievements. And all they want to do is to pull you down. Already they are down. See, it's because they are down that they are even thinking of pulling another person down. Backbiters, where is their position? They would always be at the back. So next time when people are trying to pull you down, people are trying to mess you up, people are trying to speak negative about you, people are trying to ruin your character or your personality, just know in your heart that it is about them. They are bad people. They feel bad about themselves. They are not even happy within themselves. That is why they are always looking at you in a cynical manner. So please, remember this. And then let me talk to all the other people. Yes, some of you are watching me right now. People that others used to engage. People used to hire you to hate other people. Somebody that did nothing to you. Then you just stay on your own and tell somebody come and talk to you, fire you up to begin to hate another person. And it does not stop at that point. You not only do you begin to hate, you begin to criticize another person, you begin to speak negatively against another person, you begin to ruin another person's image. Meanwhile, you don't even know anything about this person. You don't even know the details of what really transpired or what happened. But you heard, I hear, say, and you just heard it. And that's all that you are running with. You just go ahead and you begin to destroy and ruin another person's character because somebody has hired you. In fact, whenever I read a portion in the book of Nehemiah, I get dazzled. And that portion is when Nehemiah said that they hired a prophet to come and prophesy to him. Even some prophets can be hired to speak negative against your life. Even some prophets can be hired. There are some prophets that are not of God that can be hired to come and speak negativity into your life. But you have a role to play. And your role is to disperse all of those negativity. push it out. To push it out from your life so that you can be a better version of who you are supposed to be. Don't be hired by another person to ruin the image of another person. Don't be hired by another person to destroy the confidence, the public confidence that others have in somebody else. This is very, very careful. This is very, very, very important. I see some comments. Yes, the way people talk about somebody, reveal who they are. That's true. That's who they truly are. Yes, Veronica, I said, they are intimidated by my achievements. I tell you, that's what it is. And they begin to say negative things about you, but you cannot allow those negativity to rule you. Listen to me. The ship floats on the water because of the water that remains outside. As long as water remains outside the ship will keep floating. But when this ship decides to allow water from the sea to start entering inside it, you know what happens? This ship will sink. You are like that ship. For you to remain on top, for you to remain floating, you have to push out some things out of you. Make sure that whatever they are saying, whatever the opinions of people about you, it remains outside. Don't allow it to get to your heart. Don't allow it to begin to affect you. Because if you listen to people, some will be angry that you are tall. Others, even the short that you are short for your own sake, others will be angry that you are short. Some will say, why are you not fair? Some will say, why are you too dark? Some will say, why are you even dark in the first place? There would be always something to say. Some will say, oh, you are so lean, like you don't eat. Others will say, you are too fat, like you're eating everything in the house. The truth of the matter is this: if you listen to what people have to say, you will not be a better version of yourself. And that is why you have to help yourself. And the number one way through which you can help yourself is to tell yourself the truth. Remind yourself who you are. Be self-aware. Remind yourself of the deep potentials and beautiful things that God has placed within you. And rise up to the occasion. And tell yourself that you can make it. And tell yourself that you are more than a conqueror. And tell yourself that you are enough. You are strong enough. You are capable. This is what you have to do for yourself. Yes, I see comments from Ayim Kelly James. Say you're on point, Mom. Hearsay personnel everywhere. Honestly, they will hear and they will say. And they will not even try to verify the information. See, rumors are carried by haters. Should I say that again? Rumors are carried by haters. If you hear me, type it in the comment section. I want to read it. Rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots. Rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by what? Idiots. So stop creating walls of contention. Rather, help to build the bridges of understanding between people. Don't be the one that will be creating walls of contention, walls of enmity, walls of pain in the hearts of people. Be the one that creates a bridge of love, a bridge of forgiveness, a bridge of compassion. And these things are very, very, very important. All right? So stop allowing yourself to get very easily affected. Remember that dogs bark if they don't know any person. When you see a dog, it's not your dog. They'll keep barking at you because they don't know who you are. But by the time they get to know you, they'll be fond of you. These people are like dogs. Just treat them like dogs that are barking. After, when they are done barking, they'll keep quiet and just keep moving forward in your life. So this is one of the questions that made me to decide to come back for a Q&A session, and I hope I was able to answer it well. Yes, the question is on character assassination, and you must do yourself a favor. Make sure that the opinion that matters in your life is God's opinion concerning you and what you tell yourself. Other than that, every other thing is what it is, just opinions, and they don't matter. What matters is not the opinions of men, but God's definition concerning you. All right? Okay, so I hope you have dropped your questions by now so that we can talk about those questions. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to go through the comment section and then get questions. All right. Yes, Uzoigwe said rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, yes, and accepted by idiots. That's just what it is. All right. So I have a question here. Somebody said, how do I deal with the problems of modern parenting? How do I deal with the problems of modern parenting? Let me tell you the truth. Raising a child in this 21st century is not an easy task at all. It is complicated, it is difficult, it has its own intrigues. But the truth of the matter is that the Bible tells us that wisdom is profitable to direct. God has given us his own wisdom. And then with that wisdom and principles and good quality decisions and prayers asking for God's help, I believe that modern parenting is a possibility. It's possible for you to achieve quality modern parenting. Somebody will ask, what are the problems of modern day parenting? I would say number one, the increase in problems in marriage. All right. Uh, Years ago, centuries ago, people saw their fathers and their mothers and they lived together. No matter how difficult it was, they stuck together and they eventually were doing well even at the end of the day, right? But this one, you have a lot of people that say, I can't take it anymore. This one, I can't take it anymore. Every day, husband and wife, they're scattering. Husband and wife, they're giving up on each other. And then what do you think will happen to those children emotionally? So it's one of the problems of modern day parenting. Apart from that, social media, television, telephones, wrong models. These things are the, oh, which one will I say and which one will I leave? But the amount of social media influence, internet influence we have in this generation is alarming. Then the worst part of it is when we now have wrong models that are being celebrated. Like you see somebody who has given birth to 25 children and is targeting to have 36 children, one in each state in Nigeria. And then this person is now called a model, role model for some people. And then you see a woman who is always naked, her sex videos are everywhere, and then she becomes a model for young people. You know, it becomes very challenging. Now you sit back and ask yourself, who then are supposed to be these role models? Because we make the wrong people the star. See what we're having, programs that encourage illicit behaviors, lasciviousness. Then it is televised everywhere. And after the owner is giving up to 120 million naira, yet a child who studied hard, who has serious ingenuity, who is able to invent something or create something or answer questions correctly or even excel in academics, is not even given that kind of gift. At the end of the day, listen to me, what we encourage, what we celebrate is what we encourage. What we celebrate eventually becomes what we encourage. When we celebrate this kind of behaviors, when we celebrate this kind of mediocrity, when we celebrate this kind of wrong models, at the end of the day, no matter the best effort we put, our children want to be like those celebrities. Because the real celebrities should be those who have invented something, those who have achieved results, those who have labored hard and today their results speak for them. CEOs of companies, people who were able to climb the social ladder and then became better. You know, these are the things that we should celebrate. But we call celebrities those who have been naked online, those who have sex videos everywhere. They are the ones we call the stars. And as long as we keep prioritizing the wrong thing, we'll see our children get involved in the wrong thing. There is sex abuse everywhere. Now, children that you think should be innocent are no longer innocent. They've been informed wrongly by the people that should not have informed them. There's rampant, in fact, it's everywhere. Even on their system that they use to do their homework, you see pornography pop up. It will take the message of God for a child to be able to show restraint and remain holy. You must have known the level of deposit of the word of God you must have placed in a child for the child to be able to remain strong and show restraint. There are so many things that are going wrong even in our present day world. Unavailable parents because of the pressure of work. There's no money, there's not enough money. The father is on this way trying to make more money, the mother is that way trying to make more money. At the end of the day, nobody's giving attention to the children. They delegate parenting to the nanny, they delegate parenting to the teachers in school. This should not be so, and it's not okay. So if you want to be able to want to be able to excel at modern day parenting, number one, you need to learn about the children of today. You need to learn about children of today. The children of today are more affected by association like never before. They are easily influenced and they are heavily distracted. If you need to learn that, you need to learn that about the children. They are more exposed. And because of that, you need to change your approach. The days when you were telling them what their genitals are, B and P, is gone. You have to tell them the truth. Because if the people in the world tell them what looks like the truth, they will believe them for everything. That is why you have to be the one to give your children even sex education. Teach them on time so they know what they are getting involved in. They will know what the world is trying to push their direction, and they will have the restraint to say no to what should not be. I'm seeing some new people joining, some new comments. David Iko said, Mommy, I'm blessed already. I'm glad you're here, David. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, even mothers making billboards is a sad, very sad occurrence, you know. Yes, also said, what we celebrate is what we encourage. That's it. That's just what it is. Yeah. Victor Price says, it's been a long time on Checkpoint. You missed it. And we've missed you too. Where have you been? All right. Thank you so much. Said, good evening, Mama. Looking always beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you joined. Yes, I'm glad you joined. So you have to learn about today's children. Number two, you have to give them the word of God as a solid foundation. You understand? Solidify them in the word of God. That way, they will be unshakable no matter the evil that comes. You know, two men built in the Bible. One built to last. The other one just built for fancy. When you know that shakings will come, when you know that the wind will come, when you know that the storm will come, you will build differently. If you know that in the world that we find ourselves, that the world is wicked, the world is mean, things are getting terrible here on earth, you will build your children differently. Number three, you have to pray for them. What can we do with that prayer? If you don't pray, things will get messy. If you don't pray, your children will become prey in the hand of the devil. And that is why you have to pray. All right? Make sure that you build a nest saturated with the love of God. Make sure that your home is a place of love. Your home is not that kind of place that they are thinking of running out. They want to run out. They want to just jump at anything but home. Don't create that kind of atmosphere. I know you're trying to put discipline, but don't create a bitter home. You know, there are parents that in the name of trying to be disciplined, they eventually create a home that is full of bitterness. Because every time you are shouting, every time you are angry, every time you are punishing, no, that is no longer discipline. You have created a home filled with bitterness and rancor. And that is not just good for anybody, all right? If you must discipline your children, give them a reason behind every discipline. Don't just flog for fancy. Make sure that you are flogging them. You are telling them, this is why I am punishing you. This is the reason. Also go ahead and provide. Be a good provider. Provide love, provide money, provide food, provide clothing, provide their basic needs, all right? Provide shelter, provide protection. These are the things that parents should be able to provide. And please try not to embarrass them publicly. You know, the 21st century child is different. Because they have come in a different time, they've come in a different dispensation, and things are really different for them. So please don't embarrass them in public. The times that parents embarrassed us and got away with it is gone. Now, if you embarrass them, you might be denting their emotional health, and you might not even know it. Now, I have a question here. I said, please, how do you deal with the pressure from a parent to get married? Now, the truth of the matter is this. Parents will likely pressure their children to get married for some good reasons. It is not always for bad reasons, right? For some good reasons. Number one, it is time for them to get married in the sense that they see that the future that you are about to get into needs consolidation for marriage, right? So it is not always bad. I don't want to attack this question from the point of, oh, parents should stop pressuring their children to get married. Sometimes they mean well for you. Sometimes they are looking at time because they believe that by this time of your life, if you get married, you would have been able to consolidate something. And this is very expedient. However, we should also understand that people's times are different. We live in different time zones, right? So there's, no matter how much your parents are pushing you, a bad reason for getting married is because of time. You don't get married because time is against you. No, no, no. That's not a good reason for getting married. You get married because you have found somebody with whom you can build a future together. But in as much as parents are mounting pressure, there are also some other biological reasons why people should start getting married early. Like I was sharing with the youth fellowship some weeks back. Our ozone layer is no longer favoring us. Things are getting bad. There are a lot of free radicals in the atmosphere, and things are really getting bad. In fact, in recent times, I noticed that there is an upsurge, an increase in erectile dysfunction amongst young males. You see young males, even in their 30s, they're having erectile dysfunction. They're not able to even impregnate their brand new wives. And you're asking what is happening. So the earlier, the better. All right, before your body begins to get weak. If you notice, our bodies are getting weak. Our life expectancy is also reducing because the climate is no longer conducive for us, as it were. Ladies on the other side are also developing fibroids in their womb because babies that should have developed there are not there yet. And they begin to develop these fibroids. Nobody really knows the true source of fibroids. But we know that it grows within the womb where the baby should be. So there are tons and tons of reasons why we should do what we should do when we should do it. But I do not support parents mounting pressure. Parents can suggest to you, they can talk to you, they can advise you, but ultimately it is still left for you not to feel rushed, rather to make the decision that you need to make when you should make it. Yes, somebody's asking, okay, please, ma, what if you are not ready yet? If you are not ready, wait till you are ready. But I would also say, don't wait forever. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't wait forever. Don't wait till you are old. I know a pastor who got married in his was it 45 or 50? Almost 8 to 9 years later, he has not had a child. And it's a strain. It's causing a strain even in their marriage. There are things that should be done at some certain times. Most people say, oh, let me just flex, let me make all the money and everything. If you also build your family early, you will reap the rewards early too. You'll be alive to see your children and your children's children. So, I think I'm sounding like one of those parents, right? That's what it looks like. I'm sounding like one of those parents. But the truth of the matter is this. Make sure that you get married without rush, because you have nobody to blame. You cannot say, oh, my marriage is bad because I was pressured into marriage. Nobody will listen to you, because ultimately the decision is yours to get married. But while I am saying there should be no pressure per se, no push on your side, I am also saying you should also know when it is right for you to actually settle down and build a family together. All right? Yes. I have another question here. It says, Mom, how do you deal with insecurities from family and close friends? How do you deal with insecurities from family and close friends? Sometimes our family members and close friends might display some levels of insecurity around you, and this is usually reflects in the area of low self-esteem. Some of them begin to attack you, some of them begin to hate you, some of them begin to ridicule you or even despise you. And like I said at the beginning, sometimes when people despise you, it's not because you are despisable. It's simply a function of the things that is going on within them. Some of them are not happy with themselves. Some of them are not happy with their achievements. Some of them are not happy with how far they have gone in life. And as a result, they've seen somebody else who seems to like have their life all factored out and together, and all they do is to despise you, to make you feel like you are nothing, because they too actually feel like they are. Nothing. So when such things come from family and friends, especially like insecurities, what you will do for yourself is to, number one, remain self-aware. Remind yourself of who you are on a consistent basis. If you don't know who you are, look into the Word of God. The Word of God will give you a clear picture of who you are. So be self-aware, and while being self-aware, try as much as possible to distance yourself from negativity, because these insecurities eventually manifest in a lot of negativity, and you cannot allow those negativity to saturate your life. So when it comes, number one, remind yourself of who you are, then keep a distance if as possible, as much as possible, because you don't want your mind to be infected with all of those insecurities. All right. Okay, so I have another question here. Okay, this question says, how can one deal with fears on all sides of life, which is causing a terrible low self-esteem? How can one deal with fears from all sides of life? Can I give you a secret? You see those people you know very well that are great achievers. Huh? Those people you know that are making a map, like they are challenging their world, like they are meeting up with targets and stuff like that. Let me tell you one secret that all of them and my own self have. We all have fears. You'll be like, oh no, mama, you don't have fears. Your fears have been vanquished, it doesn't exist. Let me tell you, we all have fears. The difference is that we have fear. We also have fear. But we are not allowing our fear to keep us down, while you are allowing your fear to keep you down. That's just the difference. We have fears. Sometimes we are scared. We are scared of the future. We are scared of what can be. We are scared of even who we are. You know what they call imposter syndrome? It happens even to the very best of us. Imposter syndrome manifests itself in those kind of words that you hear in your mind that tell you, who told you can do this thing? Who told you are good enough? Will people listen to you? Why will people buy what you're selling? Why? It does not have any content. Why will people gather to watch this video? What are you trying to say this evening? See, it happens to every one of us. Those little voices in your head that try to undermine you, that try to make you look like you don't know what you're doing. Those voices are real. They are there. But listen to me, it doesn't matter how much fear you have. What matters is how much you are able to surmount your fear. How much you are able to tell yourself, despite this fear, I can do it. Some of you have fears of, will I be useful in this life? Some of you have fears of, based on where I'm coming from, see my father, see my mother, we don't have any big person in our family. Will I ever be big? Some of you, will I live long? Will I die prematurely? Some of you, this sickness in my body, will it kill me? There are fears upon fears. And the truth is that all of us, including myself, we have these fears. The difference is that we have refused to allow this fear to keep us down, to keep us from achieving. We keep pushing, we keep doing something about this fear. See, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to surmount your fear. That's just what it is. So, to answer your question, to deal with these fears, you have to face them head on. All right? You have to face your fears and tell your fears, fear is simply false evidence appearing as real. False evidence appearing as real. What if I fail? Ask that fear, what if I succeed? That fear will tell you, what if nobody buys my books? What if nobody comes to my program? Then ask that fear, what if people come for the program? What if they buy the books? What if they celebrate me? What if they listen to me? What if they tell me I'm remarkable? So for every what if that happens in your head, every what if construct that is within your mindset, please look back at that construct and tell the person, give it a new construct and say, no, what if it works? What if this business does not fail like the other business? This imposter syndrome is strong. To tell you, what if this business fails? You have failed in several businesses. Why will this one succeed? Tell it, what if this particular one is that business that God will use to make a way for me? You know, you have to keep fighting those fears. You have to tell them it's not real. You have to fight it. So, number one, apart from confronting the fear, you have to fight it. You have to tell yourself that this is not what I need. And then number three, self-awareness is very, very important. You are having to keep you down. If you're able to overcome that fear with faith, have faith in God, have faith in yourself. Have faith in God that God did not create an empty vessel. Have faith in yourself that the rich deposit of God inside your life will begin to speak. And then be self-aware. Look at yourself. Appreciate the things that God has given to you. You may not be tall, but maybe you are fine. You may not be smart, but at least you have skills. Look at yourself. Find out what is good within you and appreciate it. That way, and then begin to do things that you know that you are very good at. It will begin to help build your confidence, and low self-esteem will become a thing of the past. Just keep working on it, keep improving on it, keep working on it. You will be surprised. That thing that you know you are good at, that when you do, people say, wow, this is good, this is good. Do more of it. Because that way you begin to build up your confidence to be able to do the other things that you cannot get to. All right? Okay. So I have another question. It says, is it wrong to be best friends with the opposite sex as a minister? Yes. Yes, it is wrong. Not because it should be wrong, but because our world is evil. The Bible says to us that we should avoid any appearance of evil. You cannot be like best friends with people of the opposite sex as a minister. You can have them as friends, but they will not necessarily be like your best friends. I know this answer might look very old school, but you see, we have seen cases upon cases where people who call themselves besties eventually found themselves in sexual immorality because of unnecessary closeness. Have them as friends. They should not be the only friends around you. And for your own protection, if you're a female and you have a male best friend, a male friend, please make sure that there is another male around or another female around, so that you don't get set up for what you don't know. Many people have been set up and they didn't even know how it happened. You understand? Their lives were messed up simply because at the end of the day, in the name of having friendship, in the name of having relationship with other people, things went bad. So please, I want to encourage you. It's not okay, all right? Unless it's somebody you want to get married to. I've never seen another situation whereby a guy and a lady, they were besties, all right? They were best friends. And then eventually, the guy went ahead and married another lady. That lady in question, that particular lady that was his best friend, eventually poisoned both of them. And everybody was like, but you, both of you were best friends. What was the problem? He said, we were best friends. Why did he not see me fit to marry? And he went and brought another person and married another person. It became a serious problem. Eventually, this the lady in question survived it, but the man did not survive it. He died. And this other lady was arrested. So this is very, very important. You should be careful about the things that you do. The Bible says avoid appearance of evil. Don't be best friends with somebody of the opposite sex. Sometimes, especially guys, you might say, this lady is my best friend, but from her mindset, from her perspective, from her angle, she's seeing you as a future husband. So you might be saying, oh, but we're best friends, right? And she said, no, you're like my future husband, right? That's how she sees it in her mind, because she interprets it differently. So please, for the sake of your future, for the sake of your life, please do not have best friends as people of the opposite sex. All right? Thank you. I see so many comments. Say, keep shooting, Mom, from Valentina. Thank you so much. I see you are shooting well. Thank you, Mom. All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. I see you are shooting well, Mama. That's from Floxy. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I see from Veronica, I said, "Oh my God, mom, you are full of wisdom. Love you, love you too. Thank you so much." All right, I see all of these questions, and it's so sad that we have to start wrapping up to go. I want to really appreciate every one of you who made time to join us today on Checkpoint. Thank you so much for the questions. While we have so many more questions to answer, unfortunately, we don't have so much time to be able to answer some of those questions. So we'll be calling it a day at this point. I want to encourage you, keep watching Checkpoint. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please do me a favor, share this video. All right, share this video to everybody you know. Share to your friends, your relations, your associates, and your neighbors. Tell them that Checkpoint always offers a lot of wisdom that equips, empowers, and educates you so that you can become a better version of yourself. Until I come your way again, keep making a positive, indelible mark in the lives of people and on the sands of time. I love you so very much. Bye-bye for now. Mwah.
Hi everyone, I hope you are blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, you will be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed and God will bless you. Love you. Hi everyone, I hope you are blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, you will be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed and God will bless you. Love you. Hi everyone, I hope you are blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, you will be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed and God will bless you. Love you.